Hi, my name's Jay. I'm here to tell you about my 2022 MB B52 Classic. I want to go over what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and most importantly, I want to talk about the sweet wave that this boat makes. Come check it out with me. So if you're watching this video, everything I talk about applies to the 2018 to 2023 B52 Classics, and everything surf-wise applies to the Alpha. The Classic and the Alpha share the same underwater running surface, the same ballast, and same surf system. So they put out a nearly identical wave. A few quick stats about the B52 Classic. It's 23 feet long, has a 100-inch beam. It weighs about 7,200 pounds on the trailer with 65 gallons of fuel in it. And I also run 400 pounds of steel shot. And one of the reasons why I bought this boat is because it tows very easily behind a half-ton. I tow this with a F-150 EcoBoost throughout the mountains of Utah, and it tows it absolutely effortlessly. For those who don't know, MB stands for Mike Brendal. These boats are small batch, made in California. They only make 250 to 300 of them a year. While they lack in technology, they make up for it in great value, high craftsmanship, and an amazing wave. The Brendal family has been making boats since the 70s. You might have heard of Ski Brendella. I had one of those in high school. So they have a long lineage of boat craftsmanship, and they make a great product. So who's the MBs for? You know, MB, small batch company, quality made. You know, they're for the serious water sports enthusiast that want to focus on progression. They're also great for families too. Most people that do have them have families. But these people, you know, they value the simplicity and consistency of this wave. This wave puts off a $200,000 wave at a fraction of the price. I've been on a ton of other boats, and as far as being dialed all the time, this is right up there with the best of the best. So for this price, you can't go wrong. The boat is equipped with the Raptor 400 motor. It is the smaller motor, but for this boat, it does excellent. Even at the high altitude mountains of Park City, where I live primarily, it's at 6,500 feet, no problem getting up out of the water. I get about 6 to 7 gallons per hour, which is pretty good. It goes. It's a reliable motor. Haven't had any problems with it at all. So I've had this boat for the summer, and I've put about 90 hours on it so far. And in that time, this boat has been pretty much trouble-free. Had a couple little issues when I first got the boat. I had to have a surf tab actuator replaced, but it's kind of common. It's cheap and easy. And I've had a ballast pump fitting come loose, and that's about it. The boat has been rock solid, reliable, and that's something that I like. I've had previous boats that have been lemons, and they've cost me a lot of time on the water. They had electrical gremlins, and you know, with this boat being so simple, it's less things to break. A couple of my favorite things about this boat are the racks. To me, these racks are essential. I've got the Skylon racks here. These can accommodate high-end boards without damaging them. Typically, when we come out surfing, everybody has their own board or two. And probably my favorite racks on this board here are the Hyper Ride racks. And these racks are really awesome because they protect your board, they keep them out of the sun, and prevents them from getting damaged. These boards can cost over $1,000, and you want to keep them protected. Put the board up, put it in like that, and your baby is safe and secure. All right, I'm going to talk about how this boat drives. You know, this boat is an excellent handling, driving boat. It has a little bit lower freeboard than larger boats out there these days, but honestly, I don't need a giant boat. I boat on small reservoirs in Utah, and I'm usually out in nice conditions. However, you know, this boat can handle rough water. I've been out in a couple feet of really heavy chop, and with the deep V on it, it's really smooth through the water. About up there with Centurions. And you know, Centurions are known for some of the best rough water rides, and this is right behind it. No spray, and a smooth ride, whether it's through the double ups, other waves, or chop. This boat, it rolls through it no problem. As far as driving position goes, you know, this boat, it offers excellent visibility at surf speeds. You know, a lot of boats will ride real nose high. This boat, pretty much flat. Excellent visibility, clear field of vision. Interior goes, I love it. 23 foot, plenty of room for me and my friends and gear. You know, there's plenty of storage for all my vests, anchors, ropes, lines, etc. You know, if you're bringing coolers, got kids and toy bags and food and whatnot, you know, you may want to look at something a little bit more storage, but for me and how I use this boat, it's more than adequate. And, you know, as far as interior build quality goes, very nice vinyl, good feel, it's durable, it's going to last a long time. And, you know, it might not be as plush as Nautiques or Mastercraft, but it's certainly a very nice interior, gets compliments all the time. Things I dislike about this boat. Number one, sound levels. This is on the louder side of newer boats. What I have done to alleviate the problem is added sound insulation in the engine compartment, some Dynamat, and it helped out quite a bit. While it's not nearly as quiet as a newer Centurion or even say a Super or Nautique, it's not unbearable by any means, but I think that MB should work on a little bit better insulation on future boats. Second thing would be the bimini top. While the bimini is awesome while it's up, it can be a little bit of a hassle to take down and put up. I'm tall, so it's easier for me, but somebody short might struggle, and sometimes putting it back down is a two-person job. The third thing that is a little bit of an annoyance for me is the trailer. This is a Metalcraft trailer made in Salt Lake City. For a boat this price, I think it should have a higher level trailer. This boat is equipped with drum brakes instead of discs. It's got a old style coupler on it. Can be sometimes a hassle to get on and off the ball. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to load this boat. There's something about the bunk height that makes it sometimes difficult to load. But other than that, tows straight, looks nice, it's well built, but I think my next boat would definitely have a better trailer. I'm going to talk about the technology in this boat, or more like lack of technology. It's something I actually love about this boat because it keeps things simple. At the dash we have got some analog gauges, we have got RPMs, we've got fuel, temperature, a couple other things, and then we have push buttons. The GPS speed control is actually controlled down here. You've got lights, heater, and then bilge and a couple other things. Then over on this side we've got the JL audio Bluetooth receiver, and then coming back to the screen here, what we do with the screen, it controls the surf system and ballast, shows your depth finder as well as the temperature. Simple, really easy to use. I'm going to demonstrate how you fill up the B52 here. It's very simple, takes a few minutes. First thing you do here, open up the floodgates. These are mechanical valves for the tanks in the hull. They hold a couple thousand pounds, and it takes about 45 seconds to a minute to fill completely up. Now the tanks are completely full. What I'm going to do now is shut them, shut the tanks here, shut the valves, come back to the screen. It's a two-step process, but it's very easy. And then you come over here, I'm going to set my plug and plays, 7 minutes 30 seconds. Do the port side, 7 minutes 30 seconds, and then fill up the front. So in 7 minutes and 30 seconds from now, we will be surfing. Very easy. Got the ballast all filled up. I'm going to show you how to get this thing surfing. What you want to do here, you activate the cruise control, you click which side you want to surf on, you're hitting surf right. Alright, so we call this boat the Wave, hence my shirt. This is an MB shirt called for the boat the Wave. And so the surf tabs on this thing, they're either on or off. To adjust the wave, you control it with the center tab here. I prefer to run it at about 30%. The more weight you have in this boat, the more tab. The less weight, you run less, like 25%. But it's just my wife and I in the boat right now, and I've got 400 pounds of additional weight. 150 in the back here, and then I've got the rest up in the bow walkway and nose. And that's to lengthen the wave a little bit. So I'm going to take off here. Now I'm going to show you what this wave does. So the great thing about this boat is that it surfs pretty much equally well on the left side and right side of the boat here. So I've changed sides and hit the surf left there, and we will take off, and I will show you the wave on the port side. So about this wave, you know, it may not be the biggest wave out there, it might not be the longest wave, but it's certainly pro level. It has tons of push throughout the entire wave. You know, where I'm at with my riding, it is more than enough wave for me to ever progress on. It's pretty much perfect right out of the box. I'm going to demonstrate how to drain this boat. It's very easy. It takes less than a couple minutes to have this boat completely empty. What you do here is you pull these levers down to open up the gates again, and then it only takes a few minutes for the plug and plays to drain through them back through the hull. And then what you do next is you drain the front sack, and that takes a couple minutes. And to continue draining the rest of the boat, I will get up on plane and go about 15 miles an hour for a couple minutes, and the boat's completely drained. Then once the levels are empty, you then close the tabs and everything's done. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed my video here. If you have any additional questions or comments, leave them in the comment box below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And you know, if you've got a boat that you'd like me to review, let's connect, let's surf. I'm always down. Talk to you guys soon.